good, YouTube? We are back with another Dolphin Wave video, and we have our babies are here. The should you summon video for Minami and Kiri, and they look amazing. Like outfit wise, their kits are questionable, but you know, it's not a mandatory summon, but we'll get into that in a second. But if y'all do enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. Make sure you hit the bell so you never miss out on the videos, and let's get right to the video. You already see we have summoned, and we'll just discuss that later on. But let's just get on to the should you summon here. Alright, so we're going to start off with Minami here, which is the one that is carrying the Unison ultimate. And let's look at the outfit. So this is the outfit, kind of like some just like skiing, not skiing gear, but she also has a knife in her hand. So I really don't know what the hell we got planned here. Like I feel like those like some skiing goggles, but obviously nobody's going skiing in this outfit. So you know, it's a great outfit though. Like she looks great. You know, she looks fantastic. It's all the colors for it. It don't really change too much on it. So like the colors changing, not that big of a deal. Then you have her, her little goggles here, and then her knife, which I don't know. Let's see, does it change anything? Very barely any change. Like that little gem right there is getting changed on this right here, but not very much color customization when it comes to this outfit for Minami here. But obviously on the screen, as always, you should be able to see the skills and everything for Minami. And we're going to be all, obviously talking about this and discussing it and going over what she does. So I, take a little gander at that, and then we will continue on here. You can pause it, do whatever you need to do, so you can understand what she does. She is doing a lot. She does a lot. Obviously, she has 2 skills. She has the regular alt, then her Unison alt. She has an active skill, and then obviously now all festival Dolphins, well, all Dolphins period coming out from now on has 3 support skills. That's what the SS1 is. I just got tired of having to type out support skill. That's why I made it S1, S2. You know what I'm saying? Just to make things easier. Like there's not like at this point in the game, after all these should you summons I've done, we know what we need to expect. If it's something new, I'll make it known and clear. But let's get to it. Here we go. So let's get to it. So skill number 1, obviously, also all these skills are 200 to 400% damage, so I'm not going to be reiterating that every time we talk about a skill. Everyone is going to be 200 to 400% damage, so just throwing it out there. So on level 1, we have reduces all enemies skill level by 1. See, at first when I first saw it, I thought this was a increase, but it's a decrease. So reduces all enemy skill level by 1, and that's on 1 and 2. And then on level 3, you get lowers enemies defense by 20%, which is the defense one stack 5 times. So that's that. It's okay. Like there's a reason why I'm saying that their kits are questionable, but let's just continue on here and we'll give our thoughts after we're done. Her skill 2, no effect on level 1. On level 2, applies vulnerability to all enemies that your type advantage over. So she is Sun, so she'll apply vulnerability to all gear units. And then on level 3 and higher, we're going to have double action. So basically, you'll be able to apply vulnerability twice. Now, this skill here is amazing. Why? Because definitely for me, sometimes I struggle to get 3 vulnerability. Well, more so for challenge battle. Challenge battle, sometimes I struggle when I'm trying to get into my last 5 turns to make sure I'm guaranteed to have all 3 stacks of vulnerability for my big damage turn. Sometimes I struggle to get the, all 3. Like usually I'll get 2, but with like her skill, like you're basically getting 2 in 1 card as long as it's level 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's huge. As long as level 3 and higher, you're literally getting a double action for her vulnerability. So that's very, very huge. So I love that skill. That skill is amazing. Moving on to her ultimate here. Her ultimate is going to be 500 to 700% damage. Increases all Sun allies crit damage by 16 to 26%. Which level 1 is 16, and if level 6 is 26, and it's for 2 turns. It's okay, it's nothing crazy. And then her Unison ult here is the same thing for the first part of it, but her second half of her ultimate is increases all allies all Sun allies attack power by 50% for 2 turns. You know, but this 50% does not go with the other 5 stacks of attack power that you have. This will be an extra additional 6 stack for attack power. So you're going to be basically like way more damage. So like this is not gonna overwrite one of your 40% or whatever the case may be. If you if you have 40% or 50%, or well, this can only override 40%. But like this is not gonna override the 40%. This is going to be a completely stat on its own, a 6 stack of attack power. So just to make that clear, this is not one of your stackable ones. Well, you can use this twice if you want to, but it'll have 2 different stacks of it. I don't know. I actually have no idea what the turn limit attack powers, how high they stack up to. I don't know if it's maybe 3, because most of the buffs in this game stack up to 3 if they have a turn limit. So I would guess 3. But I really don't know. It'll be super hard to even confirm that unless you have 2 characters that has this same type of ultimate and use them at the same time, and you can see. But I won't be able to test that out with her alone because she can't do it twice back-to-back turns. But that's her Universal ultimate. Moving on to her active skill now. Her active skill is the active skill that I could never understand, but I'm gonna just read y'all exactly what it translated to. It says the number of Sun skills activations, the damage dealt by Sun is increased by 1 step for 1 action only. 10%, 20%, and max of 30%. So I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm guessing if you use 3 skills before you use the active skill, you can get 30% increase for 1 attack only. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to do some testing. I really don't understand it. But the active skill at level 1, obviously, I think it's 300%, but same passive though, so nothing changes. It's just lower damage, and obviously a bigger cooldown too. Moving on to her support skills. Her support skills here, obviously, like I said, she has 3. When paired with Sun, your SP charge increased by 2. That's the first one. Her second one is when paired with Sun, your guard increased by 3. And then the third one is when paired with Sun, your HP increased by 10%. So that's it. Some pretty good support skills here. My thoughts on her. She, outside of her skill 2, her skill 2 is like the only really crazy thing. Like her ultimate is pretty basic. It's not like it's super crazy, right? Like definitely her normal ultimate is not crazy at all. Her unison one is nice because having that 6 stack of attack power, I feel like is going to be very, very beneficial. So I do like her unison ult. Now this I don't have unison ult characters, so I have no idea how they work at all. I don't know if every time. Well, I don't. I'm guessing you will need both of their ults to use the unison ult. I would guess that's how that works. But I don't know. I have no clue. I don't have a unison ult unit, so I'm sorry, but I cannot provide the information for y'all. So sorry. Her super skills is fine. Her active skill, I just don't understand it. If I can get the character and we can do some testing. I don't know if I have a character, because I feel like I've seen this before on another character, Dolphin. I definitely have. I just don't remember if I have that character or not. I'll probably check my characters and see if I do. If I do, I'll test it out and we'll see. If not, hopefully somebody in the comments can drop it and let us know how it how it works, and we can make a video on it if we need to, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, if I was to rate her out on a tier list, which I might do another tier list. I know I haven't done one in like a year or so. I might do another tier list coming up soon, so I might have that in the works. It's just so much Dolphins now, and I have to get all their information, so I'll try to work on that soon. But honestly, if I was to put on her tier list, see, I don't know how the Sun, because the big thing here, right? So how you rate characters in this game is based off of typing and position. Like, pretty much. Like, she might not be the best looking character on paper, like looking at her kit, but if she's if there's no other Sun defender rider that's better than her, then she is a SS tier, Dolphin. Even though it might not look like it, like her skills are not nothing super crazy, but if there's nobody, in her position, same typing that can do even half of what she's doing, then yeah, she's an SS tier, Dolphin. So it really depends on who else is here, but off of just Kit alone, with just looking at Kit without factoring in typing, but still factoring in like the defender rider, off of Kit alone, I would put her at like maybe an A rank. Maybe if we might do some testing and we'll see, you know, maybe she might be insanely good, maybe she might move up to a S rank or something, but I'll put her like at a B plus, A rank, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll rate her. Not crazy good, but still a good character. Moving on here to Kiri, my sweet, beautiful baby. Well, both of these are our babies. I love both of them so much. Let's move on here and talk about Kiri. So let's look at her outfit first. So this is what she's wearing. This is the outfit. These are all the color schematics here. A little bit more color than Minami's outfit, at least. So, you know, the bottoms don't change too much, but you know, it's okay. Her goggles also do change too. Then you got like her little arm sleeves, little things they change also, and then he got her gun here. You can change all these things. So a lot more color schematics, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure people love to be able to change the colors and everything, because I know I do definitely with certain outfits. I do be just enjoying to wear different colors. But if you can see on the side of the screen right now, that is her kit. You know, obviously not as big as Minami's was. I'm trying to zoom it in for y'all. All right, there we go. So you can pause that. You can do whatever you need to do so you can see what she does. Just on the broad side, looking into this kit here, she does pair. I like her a lot. Me personally, I really love her. I would definitely rate her high because of like that skill 2 was amazing. Obviously, skill 1 is great also, right? Skill 2 is amazing. You know, skill 2 is freaking superb. And then I love her support skills, and then obviously the overlink. Anytime we see that overlink, you know, like, it's just amazing because that means you're getting great damage out of her. So moving on now, let's just go through the skills here. Start off with the support skill 1. Okay, so it's gonna be increases all ally skill levels by 1. Like I said, I love, you know, obviously you always want this skill. You know, since this came out, we have always wanted this skill. It's an amazing skill to have to easily be able to get level 3s and 4s. So I always will love this skill. At level 2 it's the same thing. Then at level 3 it adds on the effect, or level 3 and higher, it adds on the effect that decreases all enemies defense by 20%. You know, so that's skill 1. Skill 1 is pretty a basic skill, pretty generic, but it's a great skill. You know, very generic, but it's a great skill. All right, skill number 2. This is the one I really love. Increases all allies crit rate by 30% at level 2 and higher for 3 turns, and then at level 3 increases all allies SP gauge by 15%. This right here, you're going to be able to get your ultimates so fast, and for all your characters, all your both your attackers and your defenders, you're going to be able to get your ults so much faster, and that is amazing. I always love seeing characters with this skill. Like this skill to me, definitely when it's all allies and not just, you know, themselves, is always just a amazing skill. Like the only time I'm okay with the yourself one, if it's like the DPS, so that means you can literally just alt rush DPS and just spam their ults over and over and over. You know, then it's kind of fine for me. But I always love seeing the all allies SP gauge. It's an amazing skill. I love the skill. So she definitely gets a big boost in her rating just off of that alone. Moving on to her ultimate now. Her ultimate is 500 to 700%. Increase all allies attack power by 50 to 60%. Now this is one of the stacking ones. So as I was saying earlier about how Minami has the non-stacking one, this is one of the stacking ones. So they don't both have the same ultimate. So like, you won't be able to, you know, use both of them and then see if you can have basically 7 stacks of attack power. No, it'd still be 6 unless you find another character that does have this attack, this ultimate, but with the turns, like the turn limit next to it. This is just a stacking one, so it's cool. I don't mind it. It's obviously better than having your 40%, like 40%, you know, 5 times. Like I'd rather have 50% 5 times because you're getting 50% more damage, you know, by having 5 50s instead of 4 50s. I mean, by having 5 50s instead of having 5 40s, you know, or by chance you might get a 60 or a 52 or 54, or, you know, however high you get her. Moving on to her support skills here. Like I said, I love her support skills. Great support skills for just damage, and just on top of that, getting ultimates and health. So her first support skill, which is the one I like the most, when pair is Sun, attack power of all allies is increased by 15%. Support skill 2 is when pair is Sun, your SP charge power is increased by 2. Skill number 3, when pair is Sun, increase your HP by 10%. The reason why I love her support skill so much, her and Minami so much, is because they're not HP based. Like I don't mind the ones that's HP based, definitely when it's a character more suited towards challenge battle, because you're always, like in challenge battle, you're probably always going to have 100% HP, so it never bothers you. But obviously these characters are not meant for challenge battle. That's why I did not have, they can be used for challenge battle, but they wanted these characters to be used to be great in a tournament setting, in a boss battle setting, right? Where your enemy will be doing big damage to you. You know, you don't get a chance to down and then you won't get attacked for the rest of the battle. No, you have to actually, these characters these enemies are actively hitting you. So like, you need to have, like, these ones are so much better because they're going to be active at all times as long as your pair is Sun. So I love the ones that are not HP restricted. Be like, you know, for example, right, you will have one where it's like when HP is 50% or higher, your attack increase, or when HP is 70% or higher, your pair's crit damage is increased. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I love these ones when it's just when paired with blank. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever the ability is. So amazing there. This is why I'm saying, like, she is, you know, so highly rated for me. Like, because she has all the goods. You know, she has everything that you really want. And on top of that, she has the overlink. So the overlink increases damage dealt by all Sun allies by 10% for 5 turns when attacking before Minami. Obviously, the Minami that we just showed before this. And I'm pretty sure this attacks up to 3 times. Now remember, this only works for that Minami. I might have to confirm. I might have to check and see if this works for any Minami. I have other characters that I have overlink on, and I would check and see. But I'm pretty sure it's just for that one, but I don't know, because they don't really, if I was to actively translate this right now over Minami's name, I think it's like only for that one. Let me see, because what it, I'm trying to read the kanji here. Yes, okay, yeah. So it's only for this one, because this the same. So this kanji right here, if y'all can see this kanji is the kanji for this specific character. So this is her name right here, right, in kanji, and then this is her like this character in particular, like this exact character, that this Sun Defender Rider. And then if you look here, it's that same kanji here. So you have her name, and then that same kanji is right here. So that's how you know that it's only for that character. So you will have to use Kiri's skill and then use Minami's skill, and then that's how you will get the overlink. You know, she for me is definitely like SS tier, because just I like, she has so much going on that's so great. The overlink is amazing. All her SS's her support skills are great. The ultimate is okay, but with the SP gauge, you'll probably be getting her ultimate so much faster. So it's like you probably will be able to get a full 5 stack of 50 before you even hit like turn, like late turns. Like you'll probably be able to get it within 5 to 8 turns, because she's getting her skills. I mean her SP gauge so much. On top of that, if you're playing for her skills and you're just using her skills, she's going to get even more, SP gauge down. I think it's a base SP charge power that goes on in between your attacks, each turn. So she's an amazing character. I love her a lot. She's going to do great. She's going to do great. All right, moving on to the memory. The memory is freaking amazing. I want it so bad. In my 5 summons I did so far, I did not get it. It is when pair is Sun attribute, the attack power of all Sun allies increased by 15%. This one is amazing. So this one you really want to get 2 of. So, well, more so in the sense of challenge battle, you want both your defenders to have this maxed out. Now, what I'm about to do in boss battle and tournament, I'll probably have this on one of the characters, and then have a HP recovery, because I want to make sure I'm not just dying. But yeah, so that is it for the characters, man, and I love them. And then, you know, I don't know if I'm going to attach it to this video or not, but I did do some summons, and man, just to say, the summons went fantastic. Okay, but if it's here at the end of this video, then I hope y'all get to enjoy that part. If it's not different in a different video, make sure y'all go check it out. But that will be it for me. I hope y'all did enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. Make sure you hit the bell so you never sign up for the video. I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Have a blessed day.